Hey, what's going on? It's Nick Hobner here, and today we're going to be talking about some blogging stuff. Last night we had a really amazing hangout with Mr. Ray Higdon himself, and before I continue, actually, I want to give a huge shout out to Rebecca Woodhead. She actually took what Ray was talking about providing the type of value that most people would charge for and giving it to your audience for free. And Rebecca was so kind as to take these really amazing notes. I mean, there's like 5 or 6 pages of notes with like a graph and stuff like that. And it just looks really, really excellent. And she provided that to our EMP members for free, obviously. And so thank you so much for that, Rebecca, and you deserve a huge shout out for that. She's one of our valued EMP members who's also been really just on fire with this. She's been building this excellent team, so it's really cool. So for those of you who are kind of on the edge with EMP, haven't joined, or maybe you don't know what's going on in there, every single week we have new trainings like this with top leaders in their niche. So Ray Higdon obviously was with blogging. We did some social media, actually some really advanced stuff too with Jesse Jameson. So that was a really, really cool hangout, and we're having a bunch of other leaders come on. Michelle Pesco-Slido is going to come on with us for Facebook pay-per-click. We're going to have a bunch of people. So this webinar, this hangout last night, one huge thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is that blogging is never going to die. Blogging is the only traffic medium, or traffic getting medium, I should say, that is perpetual. And one way that Ray put this, and I've actually put this a few ways too whenever I'm talking to clients describing the difference between blogging as a traffic source and say PPC as a traffic source, is when you create an ad, you have that ad that's probably going to last about 2 weeks. You click go and the ad turns on and you start getting clicks, or sometimes you don't get clicks. But as soon as you click off, your traffic stops. So you have an on and off button for traffic pretty much, and you don't necessarily know if that's ever going to work. Now with your blog, you make a blog post and you get a little bit of traffic maybe that day. And then the next day you make another blog post, but this blog post stays there forever. So this blog post is going to continue to get traffic, especially if it starts ranking higher for certain keywords in Google. And you're going to start getting this perpetual traffic, and everything's going to stack and stack and stack instead of turning on and off your traffic. So that is why I love blogging. That's why we all love blogging who were on the hangout last night. Now, as far as how to get started with blogging, you can get started in EMP, by the way, for $10. I would personally recommend that you get started, if you can, at the $2,000 level, and the reason is because that's going to take care of you for an entire year, give you 100% commissions, give you every single product in our arsenal, which includes, by the way, the 10-minute blog blueprint, which I created to get your blog set up, and Pro Blog Academy by Ray Higdon himself. And then obviously you're going to get this hangout that I'm talking about right now. Now, one huge thing to remember when you get started is that authenticity is going to go way farther than any gimmick or tactic. So a lot of people that get started, myself included, I'll admit that I did this plenty. We get started with blogging because we hear about blogging and how successful other people have been, and it kind of gets gimmicky. We feel that, okay, I'll do this post, I'll do 5 videos and 5 posts, in 5 days, and then I'll see what happens. And then at the end of those days, we have about 2 or 3 leads, and we're like, oh, this ain't working. Blogging is not a gimmicky tactic. This is a big, huge, long-term strategy for creating not just endless streams of traffic, perpetual traffic, but also branding yourself. And the only way to truly brand you and actually grow in your success with blogging and with creating more leads and more sales online is to be authentic in front of your audience. You'll see in a lot of my videos that I kind of just go off the cuff. Like, there is no script. I know what I'm going to say, and I just start talking. And I normally make at least, I don't know, a dozen mistakes. I would say, because I'm obviously going to be harder on myself, but I make like a dozen mistakes throughout the entire video. But the point being is that it's okay to make mistakes, especially when you're shooting a video. Maybe you made a mistake in your text when you're typing your blog post. If that's what you're doing, it's okay. Obviously, you can go back and change it. But if 100 people saw it and you're like, oh crap, those people are going to think I'm stupid. Not necessarily. We all make mistakes. So being authentic with your blog is going to be the one thing that you really need to pay attention to when getting started. Now, as far as what kind of content to post and how to post it and all the other stuff that goes along with that, well, that's what being an EMP member is all about. That's why you're going to get the Hangout, $10, like I said, to get started, or you can get started for the $2,000 level, which, like I said, is going to be the most beneficial for you. And inside the EMP area, you'll see that Hangout. So go ahead. Right now, I think there's a little button or a link or something down below. If you're really curious about it and you're kind of on the edge, go with the $10 thing and see, at least go watch that one Hangout because it's had a very interesting impact on me, and I think it'll have a really cool impact on you too. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and we'll talk really, really soon.